Hi, welcome to my video on the slopes of parallel lines. Parallel lines were done also in the unit on linear equations, so just check that out. The symbol for parallel is two strokes that are like that. Parallel lines have equal slopes or the same slopes. Find the slope of each line parallel to. So if a line has a slope of 4, parallel line has a slope of 4. Negative a half, parallel line, negative a half. 3/5, slope is 3/5 because parallel lines have the same slopes. If you have an equation, and the equation is y equals mx plus b, where m is the slope. So in this equation, y equals 7x plus 0. The slope is 7, so the parallel line has a slope of 7. Y equals negative 2/3 x plus 1. The slope is negative 2/3, so the parallel line has a slope of negative 2/3. In order to find the slope of this line, we have to solve the equation for y. So when we do, y is on the left, x and the constant is on the right. Move the 15 over to make it a positive, and the 6 didn't move. We divide by 6. So y equals, they cancel, 3 into 15 goes 5, 3 into 6 goes 2, 6 divided by 6 is 1. The slope is 5 over 2, so a parallel line has a slope of 5 over 2. And C, through 2 points, find the slope of the parallel line. So this is x1, y1, x2, y2. So the slope is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So y2 is 10 minus y1 is 6. And x2 is 3 minus x1 is 1. 4 over 2 or 2. So the slope is 2. Or we can say the slope is 2 over 1. Parallel to that is the slope of 2. Again, 2 over 1. And we have this line through negative 4, 5, and 2, negative 10, x1, y1, x2, y2. So the slope of this line is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So that's y2 is negative 10 minus y1 is negative 5. x2 is 2 and x1 is negative 4. So notice the subtractions are there. Double negatives become a positive. So negative 10 plus 5 is negative 5. 2 plus 4 is 6. So we have a negative 5 over 6. So parallel to that would be the same slope of negative 5 over 6. So you can pause your video and work these out at any time you wish. Don't forget, my videos are designed to pause and for you to work them out. Find the value of k in each. AB is parallel to PQ. AB, the slope of AB is 3k. The slope of PQ is 18. So the slopes are equal. So the slope of AB is equal to the slope of PQ. That means that 3k is equal to 18. Divide by 3. 3's cancel. 18 divided by 3 is 6. So when k is 6, 3 times 6 is 18. The slopes are equal. The lines are parallel. Okay, B. Find the value of k in each. DE is parallel to VW. The slope of DE is k plus 1 over k minus 2. The slope of VW is 2/5. Parallel lines have equal slopes. So that means the slope of DE is equal to. So that means k plus 2 is the slope of DE over k plus 1 over k minus 2 is equal to 2/5, because the slopes are equal when the lines are parallel. And we cross multiply. 5 times k plus 1 equals 2 times k minus 2. 5k plus 5. 2 times k, 2 times negative 2. And k's go to the left. And the constants go to the right, changing signs. So we have 3k equals negative 9. So we divide by 3. So k is equal to negative 3. K is equal to negative 3. And if you check that out, then if you put a negative 3 in here, as in negative 3 plus 1, and you put a negative 3 in the place of k, minus 2, that will give you negative 2 over negative 5, which becomes 2/5. So negative k is negative 3 is the solution. AB is parallel to PE. Again, parallel lines have equal slopes. So let's write down A is that, and B is 7, 8. So this is x1, y1, x2, y2. So the slope of AB is y2, which is 8, minus y1, which is 3, x2, which is 7, minus x1, which is k. Simplify, we get 5 over 7 minus k. Okay, now we have PE. So let's write down. P is 3, 7, and E is k, 4. So this is x1, y1, x2, y2. So the slope of PE is y2, which is 4, minus y1, which is 7, and x2 is k minus x1, which is 3. And that simplifies to a negative 3 over k minus 3. And it says the lines are parallel, so the slopes are equal. So that means that 5 over 7 minus k is equal to negative 3 over k minus 3. And we cross multiply. 5 times k minus 3 equals negative 3 times 7 minus k. So we cross multiply. Done. 5k minus 15, negative 21 plus 3k. K's go on the left. The constants go on the right. Notice the 3k become negative. Negative 15 became positive. So 2k equals negative 6. Divide by 2. K is negative 3. Okay, again, hopefully everything is going okay in relation to parallel lines which have equal slopes. Two parallel lines have equations. So the equation of this line is y equals 1/3 x. So that means the slope of this line is 1/3, because the equation is y equals mx plus b, where m is the slope. Now we have to solve this equation for y in order to get a slope. So 5y equals kx plus 10. The x and the constant move to the right, become positive. Divide by 5. So y is equal to k over 5x plus 2. So the slope of this line is y equals mx plus b, so the slope is k over 5. Since the lines are parallel, that means that k over 5 is equal to 1/3. Cross multiply. 3 times k, 5 times 1. Now you divide by 3. So k equals 5/3. Okay, hopefully you're working out. Notice we're using a bit of algebra to work this out too, so this is what makes this good to do. Now we have another one. Find the value of k if PQ is parallel to HT. PQ is parallel to HT. P is 2, 1. Q is 4, k. And parallel lines have equal slopes, so I get the slope of PQ. Draw a line. So P2 is, again, this is x1, y1, x2, y2. Y2 is k minus y1, which is 1, x2, which is 4, minus x1, which is 2. So that's k minus 1/3. And PQ is parallel to HT. So H is 2k, -1. And T is 3k, 2. So the slope of HT, this is x1, y1, x2, y2, and y2, which is 2, subtract y1, and x2 is 3k, subtract x1, which is 2k, double negatives positives, that becomes 3/k. Now, we have parallel lines, so that makes the slopes equal. So that means that we have k minus 1/3 is equal to 3/k. Because they're parallel, these two slopes are equal, so we make these two equal. Cross multiply. K times k minus 1 equals 3 times 3. Oh, 4 minus 2 is 2. Look, almost made that error. So this is 2 times 3. So multiply is k squared minus k equals 6. Quadratic, we move all terms to the left side. 6 becomes a minus 6. And this is factorable. K squared is, we factor. Again, the product is -6. The sum is -1. Product is right here. Sum is right here. So what are the factors of 6? Is 1 times 6 and 3 times 2. What pair of factors give you a 1? 3 and 2. So we got a k and a k, a 3 and a 2. The product is negative, so we must have a plus and a minus. So plus and a minus, but the sum is -1, so it must be -3 plus 2. -3 times 2, -6. -3 plus 2, -1. Perfect. So that means that k minus 3 is equal to 0, or k plus 2 equals 0. K is equal to 3, or k is equal to -2. Because we have a quadratic, we have two answers to value of k, so the slopes are going to be equal. Hopefully everything is going okay. Parallel line AB is parallel to FT. The slope of AB is equal to the slope of AB is equal to the slope of FT. That means that 4k plus 3 is equal to 1/8 to the -k. And 4 is, let's do 1/8 right here. 1/8 is 1/2 cubed. So 1/8 is 2 to the -3. 4 is 2 squared. This is what we call exponential equation that you hope, if you haven't done it, you will do it later. But with exponentials, notice the k's are in exponents, so we need the same basis. So we have 2. 2 times k is 2k. 2 times 3 is 6. And negative 3 times negative k is 3k. Since the bases are both 2's, that means that 2k plus 6 is equal to 3k. 2k minus 3k equals negative 6. K moves to the left, become negative. 6 moves to the right, become negative. Negative k equals negative 6. Divide by negative 1. K equals 6. Perfect. And again, if you put 6 back in here, put 6 back in here and work it out, you should get the same slopes. And the last question to do, it says this is find the coordinates of 3 other points so that a parallelogram is formed. So we have an A, a B, and a P. So we need to form a parallelogram with more points. So if we join these up like this, that's the makings of 2 sides of a parallelogram. So what happens, just draw that a little bit straighter there. I need another point. So this line is here. So going through P, I have this. I just draw a broken line here. So these 2 lines are parallel to each other because the parallelogram has opposite sides parallel. So the slope of this line right here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a plus 5 and 1, 2. So it's a plus 2. So if the slope of this line is up 5 over 2, is 5 over 2, that means the slope of this line must be 5 over 2. So we'll go up 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And to the right 2, 1. So that's 1 point. Let's call it just M. So that point is 5. And that's 3, that's 4. So 1 point is 5, 4, making it. Now we want to go down this way. So that means if this goes up 5 to the right 2, why don't we go down 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's a minus 5. And go to the left 2. Minus 2. So this point right here is 1. And that's negative 5. So that must be negative 6. So this point is, let's say, K. So that's 2 points. So if you pick M or if you pick K, then you'll have a parallelogram. So notice, if we do this, there's the parallelogram, A, B, M, P. If you pick this one, right here, K, then if you draw this right here, and then this, like this, pick K, you have A, K, P, B, a parallelogram. Now we got one more point here. So we have this line, and let's draw this one like that. So this line right here is parallel to AP. So if we get the slope of AP, we can plot another point that looks like it's going to be over here. So what is the slope of AP? Well, so we go up 1, so that's a plus 1. That's the same as that, but we want this slope here. We got this slope, we got this one, so, okay, sorry for that. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's the slope of this line is 1 over 4. So that means I want to go to get this point here. So if I go down 1 and left 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, then I have this point and this line is the same as this one. So let's call this J. And so this point is 1, 2, 3, negative. And this point right here is coordinate is negative 2. So that means J, A, P, B is a parallelogram. So if I have these are the 3 points, J, M, and K. Any one of these points will make a parallelogram out of A, B, P. Again, we're using the slopes, the opposite sides of a parallelogram are parallel, making the slopes equal, so we plot the slopes. So that's on parallel lines. If you like my video, click on the like button, subscribe button, visit my website www.mathsfullyexplained.com to find more information about me, my videos, and the content. That's the content on my YouTube channel called Math Fully Explained. Thank you for viewing my video. Bye-bye.